Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
She had been laid up in the hospital for months, but was finally headed home.
I'm expecting the house to be the same as when I left, and when I got there, I could not believe it.
Coming up, this woman's 18-month struggle just to get back to the house she'd known for 35 years.
We begin with a police investigation into a state representative after allegations of domestic abuse against a fellow state lawmaker. The allegations being made by Mari Manoogian, a Democrat from Birmingham, against Steve Marino, a Republican from Harrison Township.
Now tonight, Marino has been stripped of his committee assignments by the House Speaker. We bring in Mara McDonald live downtown. Mara, we do know that state police received the complaint. That was late yesterday.
That's right, Devin. And, you know, they confirmed there is an investigation that's underway. Clearly, there's a lot more that needs to be taken a look at here. But let me show you what has developed over the last few hours. Getting stripped of your committee assignments is punishment and one doled out for extreme bad behavior. Early today, that happened to State Representative Steve Marino with no explanation given. That set Lansing abuzz. Late today, Mari Manoogian put out a statement which in part reads, "None of us are immune to a volatile relationship regardless of our career. It can happen right here in our legislature where abuse of power and threats to ruin a colleague's reputation as well as threats of public shaming can be used to intimidate fellow members of the legislature. I am asking for privacy as I take steps to ensure my safety while I continue to represent my district and do the work of the people." Manoogian, right now, is not detailing exactly what kind of abuse and threats were made here. Sources in Lansing say it was threatening text messages. Whatever House Speaker Jason Wentworth saw had him pulling Marino's assignments. Tonight, the Speaker says, "I will always prioritize the safety of state legislators and those who are serving their community at the state capitol. Once I learned of this situation, I took immediate action." Back here live, I reached out to Representative Marino earlier today. So far, there has been no response. We're live downtown tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Okay, Mara, now let's move to breaking news just in from Detroit's east side where 3 people have been rushed to the hospital after being shot.
Tim Pamplin just arrived on the scene with a night cam. Tim.
We're on Roxbury at Whittier. The officers placing down some evidence markers right there at the intersection. What I'm hearing, 3 people have been shot on Roxbury. I'm hearing one is a 27-year-old male shot in the head, another victim shot in the arm, the third one we're waiting on. Police have 2 people sitting on the side of the lawn down there near that white SUV there. That's where I believe the shooting occurred, out front of this home here. Again, 3 people have been shot within the last 20 minutes or so here at Roxbury and Whittier. That's Cadieux 94 area, Detroit's east side. 3 people transported by medics to St. John. We don't know what this stemmed from. This is breaking again within the last 20 minutes, half hour or so. And one person there, you see, has been placed in cuffs, being walked over to a police cruiser. We're going to gather much more information, have updates overnight. That is the scene on the east side with the night cam. Tim Pamplin, Local 4.
Okay, Tim, tonight the FDA has released the data that its advisory panel is going to consider when deciding whether to approve Pfizer's request for a booster shot.
The agency says data shows the current vaccines still protect against severe disease and death. The FDA's vaccine advisory panel will vote on booster shots Friday. Meanwhile, Michigan reports 6,604 new cases and 62 deaths over the past 2 days. It's an average of just over 3,300 new cases per day. And Beaumont Health is asking patients to consider all other options for treatment, including urgent care, because its emergency rooms are nearly full.
Is really this perfect storm of patients that are now returning for their normal care, plus the COVID patients, plus now the staffing crisis.
Beaumont says it has closed about 180 beds because of its staffing shortage.
74-year-old Detroit woman and her family have spent the last 18 months trying to repair her house after a wildly destructive break-in.
The home on Detroit's west side near 7 Mile and Evergreen was robbed of just about everything of value, and it happened while the woman was in the hospital. Jason Colthorpe is live tonight with her story. This is just awful, Jason.
really awful, Kim. And let's start with the timeline of this. She was in the hospital and then her house robbed right before the pandemic hit. It was in such bad shape, they've needed this entire time, she and her son, to just get it close to livable again. But because of some roadblocks she's had with the insurance company all the way, she's still without her water heater and furnace, which were both taken in that robbery.
We've been in that house, 30, 35 years.
Charlene Brakefield wants to go home. She's 74 now and has had 5 strokes and a heart attack. And her son, whom she lives with currently, knows he can't talk her out of it.
We've all raised our children and grew up together in the neighborhood. And I just love my little house.
That's why she was so devastated when she came home from an extended hospital stay to find her West Side house on Vaughn Street ransacked.
But the house was just destroyed. It was just destroyed. It's like they dumped everything on the floor. It just went through every drawer and cabinet. It was quite heartbreaking.
They'd also ripped the water heater and furnace clean out. And not only that, the thieves left the doors open, which led to a rodent and pest infestation.
I could not believe that anybody would do something like that.
So far, Charlene hasn't gotten anything from her insurance company except requests for more paperwork. And she and her family can't afford a new water heater and furnace. But she's determined to get home.
But I want my own house. I want to get back to the house that they grew up in. The neighbors and I sit on the porch and talk about everything that's going on in the neighborhood.
Did you miss that?
I miss it terribly.
Such a sweet lady. And by the way, as for the robbery, Detroit police did investigate this and unfortunately was unable to make any arrests in the case. Kim?
Jason, you said this happened quite a while ago. Any idea what the holdup is on the insurance?
She got a letter just 2 weeks ago from the insurance company, and they were still requesting all kinds, any and all documentation, receipts and manuals and appraisals for jewelry. And at this point, she's been working on this for quite a while. She's not sure if she has it all. She's not sure if she can find it, or at the very least, not to the insurance company's satisfaction. So she's really hoping something else happens.
Yeah.
Back to you.
I hope so too. Okay, Jason, thanks.
Yeah.
Well, State Rep Joel Jones can't seem to stay out of this newscast. He's now facing new charges after he's accused of sneaking a handcuff key into jail. Local 4 is told he's accused of taping the key to the bottom of his foot before being jailed for violating his bond for DUI yesterday. He's now charged with 2 more felonies, bringing a weapon into a jail and escape awaiting trial for a felony.
We got folks in here for homicide and everything in between. So for a handcuff key to enter our facility, that's a bad day for us.
Now, Jones has pleaded not guilty. A judge set his bond at $100,000. He'll be back in court for his DUI case, which started this whole odyssey. That's coming up on Friday.
2 people are shot on Detroit's west side after a gunman opens fire into a crowd of people. Happened around 2:30 this afternoon near Melbourne and Oakland, near a church that was holding a food drive at the time. Police are still investigating whether anyone at that food drive was targeted. Police say the shooter got away on foot. One of the victims is in critical condition. Also on Detroit's west side, police are looking for a shooter and a getaway driver. Take a look at this video here. It shows the victim's car pull into that garage. Then a car parked down the street pulls up. One man, armed with a long gun, gets out, runs to the garage, and starts firing several shots. The 42-year-old victim was rushed to the hospital. This happened on Coyle Street near Tireman and Greenfield over Labor Day weekend. Anyone with information is asked to call Detroit Police.
The Whitmer administration and Republican leadership announcing tonight an agreement is in place for the next state budget. The deal includes spending plans for state departments as well as funding for universities and local governments. The legislature is expected to vote next week. That would be ahead of the deadline, which is September 30th. So far, though, no details have been released on the $60 billion deal.
Still ahead, a mayor calls on an entire school board to resign.
Your educators are distributing essentially what is child pornography in the classroom.
The controversial writing assignment at the center of it all coming up.
A historic launch in Florida, what this SpaceX mission just accomplished that's never been done before. Hi there, Brandon.
Hey guys, it was a wild Wednesday night, or Tuesday night rather, electrically charged storms through the area. Tonight we're looking at clearing, comfy conditions, so we'll look at how low we get overnight. You're going to like the good sleeping weather and the last week of summer, bringing some 80s back.
All right, Brandon, but first, an emotional day on Capitol Hill as Olympic gymnasts addressed the botched investigation into Larry Nassar.
They had legal, legitimate evidence of child abuse and did nothing.
Their demands for accountability when we continue.